Hey, this is Carol. We're going to do a small round table arrangement today. This is floral design number 2. First, you start with a small bowl. This is an O bowl. You can buy these at most floral supplies. And then you will have your Oasis, which needs to be soaked for at least 15 minutes. And I know this is true because if you cut it in half after 5 minutes, it is dry in the middle. So, and then when you put your flowers in, which you're going to have most of the bottoms and stems in the middle, they will dry out. You also need to keep some water in here too. And you have it cut to your bowl and you push it down in there. Then you take this green floral tape. We're going to secure it. That way it doesn't fall out if you need to move this arrangement. And you don't want to put this right in the center, because if you do, that's where you're putting a lot of your flowers. So you kind of offset it. About 2 is usually enough. Now we're all ready. And you do need to put a little bit of water down in there, especially when you get finished. Now we're going to start with we're going to do colors of blue and purple and yellow. Okay, this is called split complementary because complementary is blue and yellow, and then you split off of the blue into the purple area, and that makes it a split complementary when you're looking at your color wheel. Okay. Now it's good to set your boundaries to start with. So we're going to get some leather leaf. And we're going to set our boundaries, make it the same on each side. And you'll need to slant these upward, slightly upward. That way you're covering your bowl. There you go. There you've got the sides there so you can be even. Now I'm going to put a little one on the front too. Front and back. And to make it where it's not look real planned, you know, you don't really want to put it real square. You might want those, but with these other pieces, if you go slightly to one side or the other, it's kind of good. That way it doesn't look so straight. Don't want things to be straight in there. This is called greening in. This is where you put your greens in first. Put something like this. Now, we're going to look at some different greens here. This is huckleberry. It grows in the south, in the woods, and you can use this to green in with. You can also use boxwood to green in with. You might have some of that in your yard. Or even privet, which sometimes grows wild. But we need to get some green in here so you don't see that floral foam. Kind of think that you're going to put it where, not where you're going to put your flowers. Kind of have it to the side of where you're going to put your flowers. This gives it a little texture to have something different besides just leather leaf. It is okay to do it all in leather leaf though. There you go. Now in a round arrangement, it is round, so you're going to try to get this kind of shape. So we're going to start from the top. You can decide about how high you want this. These are good arrangements to have at the table, because at the table you want something low so people can speak to each other without having to be looking over a big old floral arrangement. The yellow is kind of a highlight to this arrangement because the blue and the purple are darker. Something to lighten and brighten it up. And when you're placing the flowers, if you'll notice, I put this upwards, and as you go down the arrangement, you'll need to tilt that head like that. It does do good to, like, I put that yellow one on one side. That's all I put. Make sure I have another yellow one kind of going out the side. You want it to be slightly balanced, even though it doesn't have to be exact when you get into this top part. Okay, there we go. Now we have some roses that are purple. On your roses, you can see some of these are kind of blooming out, so we can take those off to make it look more like a bud again. And these do go slightly lower than some of your other smaller flowers because they are heavier in visual weight. You could use even these for some of your greenery also. Let's see, do I need one more? I have to turn it around. Yeah, I think sometimes 3 works out, sometimes 4. Okay, now this is a hydrangea, and right now hydrangeas are lots of different colors. Some of them are turning purple. You could use that, the purple with that, or you could use the blue. I think I'd go one way or the other. So I'm going to use the blue today. I don't know, the purple looks awful good, doesn't it? I kind of plan on using the blue. So what we're going to do is this plant can be separated. So we're going to cut one of them off. And then, so I can stick it in the arrangement, we'll need to wire it. What you're going to do is take this wire and wrap it around the stick. There it is. Okay. Then you take your floral tape, and it does get sticky as you pull it. So you put it on the end of the wire, and then you wrap it around. Now it's long enough that we can put it in the arrangement. The other one has a stem. It also has some greenery on it too, which is good. All right, now I'm going to take, since you can see I've got it on those 3, I think the balance is going to be best if we have another one right down here. There we go. See, it's balancing out pretty good there. And this one, you can just cut some off if it's a little bit too big. Let's see, I'm going to cut this one off here. And I think this one's going to work down here on the bottom of this one. Really could use one right there too, so let's wire another one. See that again? Twirl it around with the tape after you've wired it on. This one right here. Alright, let's see how that's looking. And you can see I am putting those blue ones a little lower because they do have a lot of visual weight going on with them. Now, one more thing. I think I'm going to put some of these Astromerias just to take up a little more room in some of the places that don't have something. Ooh, that looks nice. There you go. This, I'm just filling up the holes. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, a few more Astromerias on this other side. You can get those at your store, like Kroger's or wherever you have a store that has flowers. Some people do grow these also. These are what are used, this arrangement's used for banquets. Very romantic. Use it on a table. And there you go. I think we have it. Now the last thing I'm going to show you, the little surprise. You can also do something else with this arrangement. You can put a candle in it. There are candle cups this size and this size. We're going to use the smaller candle cup. We can remove these top flowers or we can shift them slightly. Put the candle cup securely down in there. Let's see, I could just leave that up there and there. Push it down a little farther. There you go. Then you can pick whatever color you want candle. Might want to match your tablecloth. There's a white one. Here's a blue. All of these look nice, I think. You have a pink. Oh, I kind of like this guy. Oh, it came off on my candle. You have a green. This would probably look really good with those other, if you use this, we would probably use that. That would look good. Okay, even shorter, if you want a shorter one, you can go shorter. No, I think I like either the blue or the white. The blue's nice. Okay. There you go, your end of summer arrangement for your table or for your banquet. And thank you so much. Like and share our video and come back soon.